yeah, this is kind of the last chance, and I will make sure that it counts.
Today is Wednesday, the 7th of February, and I am in the presence of Febiven, the Midlaner of Team Du Sud. How are you doing after this match? You just won against... Sorry, Sorry, I'm getting a blank. It's been a very long day. How are you feeling after this match?
Pretty good. I think that we needed this win because we have been losing a lot, but in training we have been improving a lot, and we know that we are way better than what we showed. I think we're kind of, you could say, choking sometimes. We made a lot of mistakes, but we still showed that we can play a clean mid game, and not clean, but like, I think the game was in our hands the whole time.
I mean, this season obviously didn't start in the best manner possible. You guys started the first 2 weeks in 0-4, and I mean, now you've gotten 2 wins in a row, maybe a third win tomorrow as well. How are you feeling about the improvements of the team so far? Do you think that maybe the team is on an upwards trajectory? Are you confident about the future?
Yeah, for sure. I think the last week hasn't been that good, but the week before that was really great. And I think we have been getting a lot of confidence from that week of training. I think that when you lose a lot of, obviously you have to change stuff, and I and my team, I think everyone understands better how, like, what his role is in the team. And for me, it's also became really clear what I have to do and what I have to play. So I think, naturally you just need time for things to click, and we have been showing in scrims that we have been getting better and better. So now it's just about showing it in the matches, because that's what matters. You can win every scrim, or you can win most scrims. If you don't win on stage, then it's like, no one cares, right? So
for sure. I mean, officials obviously are the most important. But you've had probably like the most storied career of any players in the LFL, I think, currently. I mean, maybe Selfmade as well was a pretty big player as well back in his LEC days. How are you feeling towards like this move to the LFL right now? Is your goal still maybe to go back to the LEC one day, or are you happy as well in the LFL with TDS, for example?
I think that the LFL is obviously the best league outside of LEC and LCS, and I think that it's where the most potential is. I'm really grateful that I got this opportunity, because this is where I will be truly tested, and I will be able to show myself that I'm still worthy of being a good player. If I am not able to perform in this league, then I shouldn't be playing, I feel like, because there's so much talent and stuff, but I definitely have the confidence, and that's why I'm playing. If the opportunity comes again to play in LEC or LCS, then of course I will have to consider it, right? But right now that's too far away. Also, it's not like, if it doesn't happen, I'm also at peace with it, because I've played for so long, and I know that I've played for 6 years, and that's already like kind of crazy if you compare it to other players that maybe get a chance once and then all of a sudden they're just out. So I think I've been really lucky with that, and it's getting harder and harder as well to promote. So
yeah, I mean, obviously the level of play just rises every year, and things change, obviously. In a sense, you playing in the LFL shows how determined you are to just be the best still today. Do you feel like maybe this tenure with TDS is, in a way, a bit of a last chance, even in a way, because you've been going for so long, as you said? Are you scared that maybe if this team doesn't perform, you could have maybe be forced into retirement, I guess?
Yeah, no, for sure. If this year fails, then it's done. I've kind of come to accept that in a sense. But that also gives me a lot of motivation that this is like kind of the last chance, and I don't expect other teams to like pick me up if it goes really bad. But obviously that's not what I'm focusing on. I'm focusing on the good, and we can do a lot of good stuff with this team. And it's just the beginning right now, and I'm just really happy we took a win today, because it will make the team atmosphere better, and we will believe in each other more. Yeah, this is kind of the last chance, and I will make sure that it counts.
It's obviously difficult, but still, I mean, a big win today and hopefully a big win tomorrow as well. How do you feel regarding the overall roster of TDS as well? Because you're playing with a lot of very inexperienced players as well, on top of also playing with people like Salut à tous or Tinks, who are also a bit more experienced.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, it's always difficult in a new team. I think you always need to find your identity, and everyone needs to understand their role. I think I have to adapt a little bit, or like a few weeks, because I played in SK Prime, and it was a super roster. That's what people were saying, and we did very well in Prime League. But the way that I played in that team, it doesn't mean that it works in this team. Yeah, you really have to find your place in your team, and it's a mix of inexperience and experience. But I like it because I have a lot to share, and I think that's kind of my duty. As a player, I don't feel like I'm just a player. I also, in a sense, coach my team because I have so much knowledge, and even compared to my coaches, like I've been in the industry way longer than them, so I can help them a lot as well. Yeah, usually I try to be very confident about what I believe in and what I say, and I can see that translates to the team and it helps them.
And how do you see yourself in terms of like the mid lane pool of the league? Basically, do you see yourself as a top 3, top 2 mid laners in the league?
Yeah, I mean, if I didn't have that confidence that I can be one of the best in the league, then I don't think I would be playing, because I'm a player that from the start I've always had a lot of confidence, and it's never been kind of gone. So I have that foundation that I'm confident no matter what, and I can be the best player in the league on the right day in the right circumstance.
I mean, you've had a lot of up and downs in your career overall. Hopefully this new TDS roster is going to be a hub in your career as well. I mean, I hope. How do you kept yourself motivated all these years, by the way? Do you have something in particular? I mean, you've already also like experienced so many like backlash from past teams as well, like fan expectations, people maybe even calling you washed up at some points. How do you deal with all this like mental hurdle of doing this?
I mean, I think as a competitor, I started playing League in 12 years ago. The only thing that matters is improving and beating your enemies.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what people say at all, because you're just focused on your team and you're focused on winning, and whatever people say, there's always going to be noise from the outside. You just focus on yourself and your team, and in the end that gives me the most happiness. Obviously the whole journey is always so exciting, you know, to be a part of a team that wants to get better, you know, the social interactions, events like these, they're just very enjoyable. And I've put so much time into it that when you put so much time into something, it's I think it's impossible to just let it go, you know. I can't just like, that's like since I was 14 I started playing. Now I'm 27, so it's like half my life, right?
Yeah.
So I have so much more to give, and if that's as a player or as a coach, I'm sure I will be in the industry for very long, but for now I will be playing because I should be playing.
Yeah.
And lastly, I mean, you've been playing in Nice for the LFL days. It's been a very electric atmosphere. How have you been feeling playing on stage again? Have the fans been treating you well as well?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think I got a lot of confidence from last year when I played in Premier League and we played the finals on stage as well. And we beat the Unicorns 3-0. I think that series I played very well. So coming into today, I was very confident. Usually when I'm at home, I'm like really stressed and nervous. But today I used the confidence that I gained from that series. I used that today, and I think I played okay. I had really good communication and I was solid. So that's all we need to win.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, it's a bit of your comfort zone. Even you've been at so many events, even worlds and stuff. So playing in front of a stage or on the stage in front of fans and stuff, it's fine.
Yeah.
Do you have anything you want to say to the fans as well before we close out?
Yeah, I guess Thank you. I didn't expect so much support. It's kind of crazy how dedicated some people are. Also, to my team, thank you for working very hard. Also, my CEOs, they're like super invested. I have never seen CEOs like this. They're like, it's their passion, and it feels really good to give back to them because they fully trust us, and it's really like feels like family, really. And it's just the small things that matter, you know.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time today. I hope that you have a good match against Vitality tomorrow as well. And yeah, I hope to talk to you again soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great night.